Joining us on Zoom this morning, we have Senator Steve Daines. Good to see you, and thanks for joining us.
Hey, good morning, Victoria.
Good to see you again. I say see in air quotes because it's been quite a while since I've been able to catch up with you. But today we're going to talk about the southern border and the crisis going on there. Now, I understand that you're actually headed there a week from today. So why did you decide it's time to go check things out for yourself?
Well, we've been seeing all the reports of what's happening with this crisis on the southern border. And unfortunately, Victoria, this is a direct result of a couple of actions that President Biden took the day he was sworn in. He did two things that really drove what's happening on the southern border today. First, he stopped construction of the wall. Remember, he signed two executive orders, one to stop construction of the Keystone Pipeline. He also signed another order to stop construction of the wall. It sent a clear message to illegals that the United States now was not concerned about the southern border. But second, he changed a President Trump initiated policy called Remain in Mexico. What this said is that if somebody comes and claims asylum in our country, that they had to remain in Mexico before they were adjudicated. Now that's been reversed, and they come across the border, and then basically they just leave because there's a 1.2 million person backlog right now for asylum claims. Most of these folks don't have legitimate asylum claims. That's called catch and release. They cross the border, then they head right into the United States, never to be seen again. So that's exactly what's triggered this crisis. We knew it was going to happen if President Biden did this, and sadly it has. But the connection to Montana is, we're a northern border state, but we have a southern border crisis with drugs. You see all the violence with the shootings across Montana. See that right there in Yellowstone County. That's a direct result of Mexican cartel methamphetamines and heroin coming across the southern border into places like Montana. So it's just contributing now to more drugs coming into the country as well, and that affects our state.
And there's so much more at risk. I mean, when I hear the stories of children being sent by themselves without their parents to seek asylum in the United States, they're at risk for so much more other than just maybe being injured along the way.
They are, as a father of four, a grandfather now of two little ones, your heart just breaks to see this crisis with the children. And these children are being used as pawns. That's what's happening. And the desperation that's out there to use these children as pawns to come across the border. What's happening is because the Biden administration is signaling that the border now is really, really open. You can come across. The message is getting down to Central America and other countries. By the way, we've apprehended individuals from over 50 countries in the southern border, including people on the terror watch list. So that's why it's so important we go back to the policies of President Trump, getting that wall built, as well as not allowing them to come across into our country. They should remain in Mexico while they're waiting their asylum claims.
So do you think that's basically the solution? I mean, the crisis, it's happening, it's real, it's going on right now. So the question is, what could be done about all of this?
Yeah, well, thankfully, President Trump, but because of his actions, made tremendous progress in helping secure the southern border. And President Biden, again, on January 20th, the first day he was sworn in, reversed two very important policy decisions that President Trump put in place. I would urge the president to go back to what President Trump was doing, build that wall, secure the southern border. And by the way, walls work. All the data from our Border Patrol folks tell us that when you build a wall, you see apprehensions decline 60 to 90%. We see it over and over again. It just makes common sense. So I really would urge the Biden administration to change those policies. I'll have a chance, literally a week from today, Victoria, to be on the southern border with several of my Senate colleagues. We'll get a firsthand look, be briefed, and I'll be able to report more when I come back.
All right. Well, Senator Daines, thank you so much for your time this morning, and we look forward to hearing about your trip and how all that went. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Victoria.
Thanks. You have a good rest of your day, and we'll be back after this.